vlog is going to be about how we met, then how we fell in love.
Yeah, the love story of Mallory and Trevor.
So
It's pretty interesting. What's up, vlog? Mama's milking. She got some mean milk production. It is some type of tincture that she just puts under her tongue.
Natal Nourish!
Nail Nourish. It's upped her milk production quite a bit.
Well, what happened was, I started taking the famous legendary milk supplements and my milk cut in half. I was really effing upset about it.
Ooh,
So
mean words.
I overnighted some Natal Nourish from Amazon and my milk is way back to where it used to be in one day. Plus some. So, boo on you.
There's her morning rant. But Mallory's getting ready. I'm getting ready. We're about to go to church. Whenever we get back, later today, we're going to do a how we met. So you guys are going to understand kind of our little love story. I love you. Finally got ready. Heading to church. Mal's got this amazing breakfast that I cooked her. Super good. Bringing little Isla's little cart. If she's awake, yeah, a little chair. If she's awake whenever we get to church, we're gonna put her in that one because we think it'd be easier to get her in and out, which it is, whenever we have to feed her in church. Last Sunday, she slept through the entire service.
And we actually sat in church, and we go to Mariners in Irvine, and it's like a concert in there every single Sunday.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's so loud.
The worship
and
there
Isla
is
was
amazing.
legit just conked out sleeping the whole time.
I pulled her out, fed her.
She fell back asleep.
She fell back asleep in my arms. I had a little sweat mark on my stomach.
Shaped like a
'cause-
baby.
Yeah, she's freaking hot. She's like a little nuclear power plant, just radiating heat 24/7. She probably got it from her daddy. All right, I'm actually proud of us. We're gonna be 15 minutes early to church today. We got some water bottles and a box that's Mallory's old breast pump that we have yet to send to UPS.
I'm the worst at getting stuff in the mail.
Oh my God, it has a return label on it and everything. Like, we just haven't stopped. And since we're gonna be 15 minutes early, Mallory wants to make us
10 minutes early.
We'll see. Can I get a venti soy milk latte macchiato with an extra shot of espresso?
Is that hot or ice on that one?
Hot, please. Oh my gosh, Mallory and the baby took a nap on my chest the other day, and it was oh man, it just made me so warm and cuddly inside. Isla was on my right side, then Mallory walks in, she's like, oh, what are you guys doing? And then she lays down on my left side, and we passed
We
out.
took a power nap.
We passed out for like maybe 20 minutes. All right, got Mallory's coffee. And we're heading to church. Also, side note, look how hot this mama is.
Oh, stop.
Look, man.
One eternity later.
So we, like always, have gotten super busy and forgot to finish our vlog the other day. So it's another day, here we are, and we're sitting out by the pool with the baby. And we are going to tell the little story of how we met.
So 7th and 8th grade, we go to school together.
Never really talked.
She never knew my real name. She only knew me by
I
Sunshine.
knew him as Sunshine.
I knew her as the hot red-headed chick that would always say hi to me in the hallway.
Since he was a tad bit troubled, he was basically taken in as in like a mentorship by our cheer coach. All of us cheerleaders knew who he was, so like I always said hi to him in the hallway, like, hey Sunshine, and he never really knew my name and I never really knew his name, but that was kind of like the extent of it.
I knew she was way out of my league. I was like, oh man, there ain't no way.
And then Trevor moved away and
Yeah.
I didn't see him again until like 11th
I
grade,
messaged you
10th
once
grade.
on Facebook and was
Yeah.
like, hey, how you doing? And you replied once. And then after that, it was like nothing.
10th or 11th grade, he came and visited our cheer coach while we were in practice. And he came in and he had been riding a motorcycle and he still had the long hair, but like that like sexy bad boy type.
And we ended up going to the same college. We ran into each other the first day of college
Very
at
first day.
freshman orientation.
So I told my friends, I was like, I think that's Sunshine. And so I turned around when he sat down and of course being me, I was like, hey Sunshine.
She said hello. She gave me a hug, and I was like, hey. I forgot her name. Could not remember her name to save my life. And I sat behind her in the auditorium that we were in, and I was like, hey, let me get your Snapchat. We gotta hang out. And she was like, oh, yeah, sure. Gives me her Snapchat, and I was like, Mallory Bloyd. Boom, there it is. All right. I remembered her name, thanks to Snapchat.
He snapped me a few times.
I'd probably say like at least twice the first week I had her Snapchat, and then after that, it took 3 weeks. I'd send her another 2 Snapchats, basically 2 a week. She would open them and not reply. And I walked into a sexual
It was a sexual assault.
prevention class
Prevention,
that's
like-
mandatory for all freshmen. And I walk into this class, and the class is already filled. And I was kind of running late. And I walk in, and I turn left, and as soon as I turn left, her and I would make eye contact, like
And there was an
instantly.
empty seat beside me.
Eyes locked, and there was a seat beside her, and I was like, boom, there it is.
And I was like, oh dang, I've been ignoring this guy for weeks, and here he is coming to sit by me.
no hard feelings, none whatsoever. And my perception of Mallory in that class completely changed. And the entire time we're in this sexual assault prevention course class, she's in there cracking perverted jokes, like being super inappropriate.
I was making light of the situation.
She was making very, very light of the situation. We were the only 2 in the class that were laughing.
We were
were laughing out loud.
It was like super inappropriate.
It was super immature.
because it was like a
and I
really
loved-
serious class.
Class was about to end, and after that period that we
Caught
went
me.
in, it was lunch normally, you know? So I asked her, I was like, hey, what are you doing after this? She was like, nothing, I normally eat lunch after. And then like, I saw it on her face. She was like, oh, dang, I'm caught. And I was like, all right, cool. I know this bomb sushi joint right down the road, right off campus. Let's go to it.
I find out later, Trevor was totally lying. He had never eaten sushi before.
I'd never tried sushi.
He had
and I
never
asked
eaten
her
sushi. He was
if
like,
she
hey, do you like
liked it.
sushi? And I was like, yeah, I love sushi. He
Yeah.
was like, I know this great place down the road, right off campus.
A few of my fraternity brothers told me that they had good chicken fried rice, so I was going purely based off the review of the chicken fried rice that this sushi joint was going to be good.
Yeah.
Thank God
Thankfully, it was decent.
it was. It was actually good. It was called Chin Chins. We go back to there, and it's, you know, now it's just for memories, and we sit in the same booth
Yeah.
that we sat in on our first
Every
date that I
time.
took her in. Yeah.
We ended up, after we started dating, we went there so often that the lady that worked there knew us.
Yeah.
And knew what
Yeah,
we
we were
got.
regulars.
Like, we went there all the time.
The volcano roll.
Yeah.
That was our go-to.
And the Bang Bang Shrimp.
And the bang bang shrimp. The bang bang shrimp was bang.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Anyway.
But right before we entered college, Mallory and I both got out of a pretty toxic relationship. They both
Pretty
ended
bad
right before
relationships.
college, right around the same time. And we were super unsure about hopping back into another relationship.
Which is one of the reasons why I never replied to Trevor's messages, because
Yeah.
I had literally just gotten out of a very long, very serious relationship, and I was like, I am done letting people tell me what to do. I am gonna be free, honey. And that's what I did. So after Chin Chins, we were in Chin Chins, and I always had my nails done, and they were really, really long, and I broke a nail. And Trevor was like, oh, I've got nail clippers back in my dorm. And I was in my head, I was like, God, this guy's trying to get me to go back to his dorm. We just met.
It's not what you think, guys.
So I was like, okay, I'll go back to his dorm. And we did. And he like cut my hangnail for me, and it was really cute. And we just get to talking.
That's how you get a girl to like you guys. You got to cut off her hangnails.
We went back to his dorm. We hung out for a few hours, and nothing
Just talking.
happened. We were
Yeah,
just
just
talking, really like connecting. We ended up deciding that we really liked each other and we wanted to see more of each other.
We went on a few dates together, really got to know each other on another level. We were sitting one day in my dorm room, having another one of those long talks.
We were talking all night long, and we really like opened up to each other
Yeah.
about a lot of things that really neither of us had ever told anyone.
Yeah, we unloaded a lot of baggage. that
Yeah,
day.
like big time. And we really had just met. Like, we weren't even official. Like, we had just hung out a couple of times. We got along so well. Like, we seriously became like best friends.
Yeah. It's only been like talking for like maybe 2 months. She said, I love you for the first time. And I was in shock. She went from being like this little pretty, primpy, prissy, preppy cheerleader, never giving me the chance a day, to laying in my arms and telling me that she loves me. And I was like, what? I just never thought that that day would have ever happened, and it did. Like 2 minutes before she said I loved you, I was thinking like, man, I'm going to marry this girl. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to marry this girl. hook and sinker all the way, just reeling her in. And I met her family for the first time on Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgivings in my family are big. Like,
Huge.
I have a huge family.
Her family's awesome. My family's super small. She met my family later on after that. After meeting each other's families and whatnot, one thing that we always did was I had a 2002 Chevy Tahoe. It was in decent shape. It had 250,000 miles on it, but it was nice. And
The entire time he had that thing, there was so much mud on the inside, and he never cleaned it out one time.
no, and I loved that truck. Oh my gosh, I
I ended up loving it too.
One thing that Mallory and I always did was we'd drive out to this little spot in the back road.
We'd laid on top of the Tahoe. We'd always bring blankets and pillows, and
Yeah.
we'd just like look up at the stars and talk about life.
But yeah, so we did all of those things, and then one day I go up to Mal and I'm like, hey, I want to enlist in the Marines.
No. He came up to me and said, I already enlisted in the Marines. I leave in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I said, we're over. Bye.
Yeah, she was like, I can't do the military lifestyle. It's too crazy. You're gone all the time. I'd never be able to do that in a million years. And I was like, all right,
So we broke up
if you're at peace with that, so be it. And, my leave date got postponed to,
3 times.
it started in October, got postponed to November,
Then December.
then December,
Then
and
January.
then January finally came around.
and he actually left in January.
Finally left in January. And while I was gone in boot camp, I wrote her like 3 letters, and she didn't reply to a single one.
We were broken up.
Doesn't matter. I wrote her mom, and I was like, hey, I hope you guys are good. I hope Mallory's good.
Did she get my letter?
And yeah, did she get my letter asking? And I don't
My
think,
mom gave me so much crap about that too.
Well,
But-
anyway, 3 months go by. I get an award for something. I was the guy to my platoon while I was there. My senior drill instructor gives me one free phone call for 10 minutes. I was like, all right, I know exactly who I'm gonna call. I call her, and like my voice was completely wrecked from
He sounded
screaming
like
all
Batman.
the time. Yeah, they called me Bat Guide while I was there. And I called her, I'm like, hey, Mallory. And she was like, Trevor? And then like I heard her voice start to get trembly. She started breaking down a little bit, and I was like, hey, so are you still gonna come to my graduation? Because she promised me no matter what, she was gonna come. And she was like, yeah, I think so. And surprised me and flew out with my mom whenever she came up for my graduation.
We ended up talking, and we were like, he was like, if we're gonna do this, we have to be serious. And it was on the plane ride home that we ended up deciding that we wanted to like be together and possibly get married. Like that happened on the plane ride. After not being together for months, we were like, I was like, I love you, and I'm willing to give up everything to be with you.
We started right where we left off. We
Yeah.
started right where we left off. Didn't skip a beat. And the thought that went through my head in my college dorm didn't change.
I came out to visit him on the 4th of July weekend. I got off the airplane and I came to the bottom of the stairs to get my bags, and he dropped down to one knee
As soon as she landed,
as soon as he saw me.
I had the person that gave me a ride to the airport to pick her up record it.
Yeah, I was comfy. I didn't think that I was gonna get
sock.
proposed to
We lost
in
a
the
sock.
airport. And I freak out, and he proposed, and then we went to In-N-Out.
So yeah, I proposed. We took engagement photos. She went back home. I had to go to School of Infantry training for 2 months. Oh, there's the sock. I found the sock, guys.
We got married a month and 2 weeks later. There was no engagement period. He was gone. I didn't see him. Between the day he proposed to the day we got married, I saw him for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's do it quick. We want to be together. We don't want to be apart. There's no point in waiting. So we didn't. And
We got married.
here we are, almost 3 years later, still madly in love with a cute little nugget.
A little nugget.
I love you.
I love you too, Isla.
Well, guys, that is our love story. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, it went a little long, but it is what it is.
And we also apologize for leaving you guys hanging for such a long time. It's been about a
Yeah.
month since our last vlog. So if you haven't already, guys, follow us on Instagram. The names are listed right below. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, click that subscribe button, turn on
Like,
the
give
post
comments.
notification. Let us know in the comments what other videos you guys want us to do, and we'll get at it.
Thanks for watching.
Later, guys.